have a chance. Richarlison. Cuts it back. Oh, what a goal! First up! It's just the 5th minute.
Still Lewandowski. Still Doski. Finds Dembele, and Dembele scores an equaliser. What a pass from Lewandowski. He has been the best player. He has actually got 2 assists. One of Gavi's goal and now Dembele's goal.
And City wins! City won the match. Manchester City won the match.
Hello everybody, this is Brisbane05 Blast here and welcome back to another video of this channel. And first of all, I would like to wish you a happy new year because now we've approached 2026 after having 12 months, grueling 12 months of 2025. We've finally approached the new year, and that is 2026, which is also the World Cup season, which we'll be looking forward to. But now in today's match and today's video, we'll be starting off with a Manchester derby. Of course, it's Manchester United taking on Manchester City, and that'll be taking place at Old Trafford. So basically, Manchester United have sacked their manager, Rúben Amorim, because of, not having a consistent record. Like, they couldn't manage to find consistency, and because of that, they've appointed their interim manager, Darren Fletcher, and he didn't have a good start in his debut match, and they actually lost to Brighton in the FA Cup, 2-1. However, City, on the other hand, they did drop points in the Premier League, like especially having 3 consecutive draws, drawing to Sunderland, drawing to an underperforming Chelsea, and then drawing to Brighton, before finally getting their one transfer they needed to get, and that is, of course, Antoine Semenyo from Bournemouth. And he has been doing exceptionally well. It's just early days, but in the winter transfer, Manchester City did very good business there, and they got Antoine Semenyo from Bournemouth, and he's actually scored a debut goal for Manchester City, which is in the FA Cup against Exeter City. I'm not sure if it's a non-league team, but we'll see and find out. But anyway, guys, can Antoine Semenyo score his debut goal in the Premier League? We just don't know, because many people have actually had their biggest moments, especially debutant moments, against their rivals. So yeah, I really cannot wait to see how things will be going. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and it will motivate me in the future to make more videos. And I really don't have my health is not in good shape, but I'll see if I can try to, energize the fans and basically try to energize the game because, I really want to make this video special. But anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this one. Please make sure to like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get to Old Trafford to see Manchester United take on Manchester City in an all-Manchester derby. Hello guys, we're here in this wonderful oval at Old Trafford as we're going to be seeing Manchester United take on Manchester City in what will be an absolute derby here. Sorry I have no words to say here, but this is what I have to say when we are in for a very good derby in Manchester. So basically Manchester United and City are basically like the brothers of this Manchester side, and City have been basically challenging title race, basically are in the title race, challenging Arsenal for the title, whereas United are trying to fight for Europe, but it's just their draws are what's costing them. Whenever they got close, that's when they start drawing matches. But anyway, let's see how things go here for Manchester United and City starting lineup here. So of course, as you can see, Bruno Fernandes is the captain of Manchester United and Rúben Dias is the captain of Manchester City here. Alright, let's take a look at the starting lineup here for Manchester United. And as you can see, it is Andre Onana in goal with, of course, Patrick Dogu, Matis de Ligt, Harry Maguire, Lenny Yoro, Mazraoui, Ugarte, Bruno Fernandes, Højlund, Cunha, and Mbeumo. Of course, Rúben Amorim still the manager here of Manchester United, but I did tell you he got sacked. And now let's take a look at Man City's lineup. And they still got Edison, but I'm pretty sure next FC won't be there. With Ryan Knight, Nouri, Guardiola, Diaz, Nunes, Foden, Silva, Reinders, Ryan Cherky, Haaland and Marmoush. And Pep Guardiola is actually the manager here. And I think it's Thierry Reinders and Ryan Cherky. I kind of said Bernardo Silva and mistake. But anyway, looks like Manchester United have already started the game with an kickoff, actually, with a kick boot. Basically a punt kickoff, I would say. And now Manchester City are going to be the ones to take the throw in. And it's Ryan Knight-Nouri. He finds Thierry Reinders, who's actually been a solidified centre midfielder. He's been consistency, a decent performance here for Man City here. Now, he's been the only one who's performing well for Manchester City. Haaland has, but he's not been consistent in 3 games. Well, he did score the penalty goal against Brighton. And Man City already have an opportunity on their hands, but somehow they couldn't score from an keeper in an outside goal. Basically, keeper in an awkward position. And now Man City have an opportunity here. Ryan Cherky finds Foden. Foden tries to shoot from there, but what a save from Andre Onana. And Pep Guardiola, being probably one of the best managers here in football history, he's trying to catch up with Sir Alex Ferguson. Because Alex Ferguson has, of course, got 13 Premier League titles, while Pep Guardiola's got Manchester City's 8th title. Of course, the other two titles were won by 2 different managers, Mancini and Pellegrini. But the remaining titles were won by Pep Guardiola. And now Manchester United have the opportunity. Højlund finds Dorgu. Manchester United are looking to find their consistency ever since they got Seny Lomens. In real life, of course. He's not there in this game, but he will be in next FC. Depends if he has a transfer situation here. But still, Manchester United are looking to find consistency here as they had draws, more draws than wins. And it's really not working with the squad pretty well, because when each of the team actually has draws, it turns into a complete disaster class. And Man City, as you can see, had a chance, but it was a failed header and it was gone for a goal kick. However, it's a free kick here for Man City, but oh wait, never mind. It's a free kick here for United, sorry. They didn't actually show the cameo of the free kick, so I was kind of confused to see where the free kick was going to be going to, either City or United. And it's going to be a free kick for United here. Bruno Fernandes to take the free kick. He actually chips this one, but City managing to get that one away. Here's Patrick Dorgu. Dorgu finds Yoro. Yoro to Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes to Cunha. Cunha to Dorgu. Dorgu tries to cross it, but City managed to get this one away. But somehow United have this one. It's Mazraoui. Both teams have already had inconsistency. Both these teams had draws in their last Premier League fixtures. But can one of this team turn this situation around? And that was a chance for Manchester United to take the lead from Brian Mbeumo, but a wonderful block here from City defenders, keep it away. And now here's Thierry Reinders. He finds Erling Haaland, who's been in form recently. Finds Omar Marmoush, the Egyptian. He actually tries to shoot, but however, it's parried away to Erling Haaland to score the opening goal of this Manchester derby. Doesn't do his iconic celebration, but that was probably one of the best goals City would have ever scored this game. And of course, the fans from Manchester City side are celebrating in the pub, because that was probably one of the best goals. Well, it's not a best goal, it's a scrappy goal. It's basically by an Onana disaster class, basically. Onana's shot, Marmoush's shot gets parried away to Erling Haaland for him to score the opening goal of this match. United defenders did nothing. They got completely confused because he thought Onana would have saved this one. But Erling Haaland took his moment and scored the opening goal of the match. And looks like he will be having his 21st goal if this is actually true. It looks like City have the opening blood on United. But can United come back? They do have the guile to actually come back from being basically 1-0 down. Except if they're up against big teams like Arsenal or Aston Villa. But still, City looks like have the ball, but Patrick Dorgu wins the ball back. Ugarte has it, but Reinders wins the ball back. He actually chips this one to Haaland. Somehow manages to slide past it to Reinders again. Then Foden. Foden finds Ryan Cherky. Erling Haaland finds Reinders. Reinders shoots, but what a save from Andre Onana. It has all been City so far, been dominant. But United trying to get away from these sort of situations, these sort of dangerous situations here. And it's going to be a corner kick here for City. Goes for a long one, but United get this one away. Still with City with Josko Guardiol. Guardiol to Rodri. Rodri to Haaland. Haaland shoots, but what a save from Onana. Nice Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire finds Patrick Dogu. Dogu with a wonderful pass, but Guardiol gets this one away. He actually passes it to Edison, who finds Ait Nouri. Ait Nouri to Guardiol, and the passes are very quick, so I can't even say who's who. Here's Rodri, but he actually fakes the pass to Ait Nouri. He finds Rodri, then to Haaland. Haaland to Reinders. Reinders to Cherki. Cherki to Foden. Foden to Cherki, then back to Foden, then to Nunes. Nunes to Cherki. Cherki to Foden. A bit of tiki-taka pass here from Man City. And that was not a bad one from City, but Onana again trying to be a best keeper as he could be. But City still has it. Ryan Nouri finds Foden. Foden to Mamouche. The Egyptian shoots. But what a save from the Cameroonian goalkeeper. Corner kick here for City. As they've been basically dominating United. They really have to win this game if they have to stay in the title race. Because Arsenal have been completely dominant. They've been taking chances of City dropping points in 2 games. They won against Aston Villa when City drew to Sunderland. They won against Bournemouth when City drew to Chelsea. But sadly, Arsenal couldn't win against Liverpool because Liverpool managed to keep a low block defense. Even though City did drop points against Brighton, Arsenal did drop points to Liverpool. So that was kind of bad in Arsenal point of view. But still, City has to win this to keep the title race alive. And that's what they're doing right now. Their defense has been completely rock solid here. Edison. Rodri to Foden. Foden to Nunes. 3 minutes left for first half to conclude here. And now here's Ryan Cherki. Ryan Cherki to Nunes. Nunes to Foden. Foden to Mamouche. Mamouche to Foden. Then to Ait Nouri. Ait Nouri to Foden. Foden to Ruben Diaz. City playing completely calm here. There's Phil Foden. Foden to Rodri. Rodri to Foden again. Foden to Mamouche. Mamouche to Haaland. They're doing a bit of tiki-taka. 2 minutes of added time left here. Is Mamouche. Tiki-taka in play for City. Here's Reinders. Reinders managed to get past the defender there. That was De Ligt. He shoots. But Onana makes a wonderful save. But that deserved to be a goal because City were actually calm. They were doing what prime Barcelona did. And who else but Pep Guardiola to reinstate that tiki-taka play to Man City. And now it's going to be a corner kick here for City. But somehow United get this one away. Is there going to be a time left? No, it won't be. But half-time here as City have a slim lead over United. But who else but Erling Haaland to be on the score sheet? He did score that Mamouche's shot being parried away. That, the second time of asking. So basically, him scoring was the reason Man City are leading. And as you can see, City have a lead over United 1-0 at halftime. But we're going to take a look at the match facts here. Well, first, let's take a look at the highlights. And then we'll take a look at the match facts. And there are only a lot of highlights here. But for some reason, they didn't actually show the Erling Haaland goal. Which is kind of a bit of a disgrace here, in my opinion. Yeah. Alright, just... Okay, match recap. Sorry about that, guys. I was actually shocked because Erling Haaland's goal wasn't somehow shown in the recap. It's either by a glitch or it's just something what EA are trying to do. But anyway, I've already seen United's shots. Basically, United's best moments here. And who else but Andre Onana to make probably 5 saves in this game. It was first from Phil Foden. Oh no, they actually did show the goal from Mamouche and... Well, no, from Haaland. It was actually Mamouche's shot being parried away for Erling Haaland to score an easy goal. And Pep Guardiola is happy about this. And then they had an opportunity to score the second goal. But of course, Thierry Reinders here. He had the opportunity to make it 2. But Onana made a wonderful save. And then it was Mamouche. He tried to score from there. But Onana again trying to be like Courtois there. He made a wonderful save too as well. And then I think it was Reinders who actually dribbled past De Ligt over there. He actually shoots. But But Onana made a wonderful save. He basically made 5 saves that game to keep this game alive here for Manchester United. But looks like we're going to take a look at the facts. And City have actually got 10 shots to United's 0. We're going to take a look at the shooting here. City got 10 shots, 7 shots on target to United's 0 shots, 0 shots on target. But can United turn this situation around, turn their poor run around in the second half after having a disaster class in the first half, only because Andre Onana turned into Courtois there since conceding their first goal? But can they do well in the second half? We just don't know. Or can City run the authorities on their rivals? We just don't know. Anyway, guys, second half will be coming up shortly, right after the break. Alright, guys, looks like second half has already commenced with City actually being the one to kick in. And they're not going to be doing the punt kickoff. It's like they do in rugby these days, where they actually tries to punt the kickoff basically punt while doing a kickoff, sometimes being lucky for a, line dropout. But anyway, let's not talk about rugby. It's football time. But anyway, looks like Reinders is through. He finds Cherki. Cherki tried to shoot from there, but somehow misses it. And it's going to be a substitution for United. It's Ugarte coming off for Kobe Mainoo, who has had a rough beef situation and beef relationship with Rúben Amorim. He's finally happy that Rúben Amorim is sacked. Actually, that had a touch on Onana. I didn't see right there. But it did actually had a touch on Onana. That's why it's gone for a corner kick. But City had the opportunity there, but squandered. However, it is still with City. Erling Haaland. Can City capitalize? Here's Ait Nouri. Finds Foden. Then to Reinders. Reinders to Marmoush. The Egyptian king finds Rodri. Then to Marmoush, the successor of Mo Salah. He tries to find the player, but somehow Manchester United managed to block this one. And now here's Cunha, the Brazilian winger from Wolverhampton Wanderers. And now here's Bruno Fernandes. He finds Patrick Dorgu. But somehow a block from City there. Gives it Kamia. But somehow United have the ball. Sometimes, whenever I say situations, it always happens the opposite. Anyway, now Cunha has it. But somehow the block from City eases the pressure. And now City are on the counter-attack. Here's Haaland. Haaland to Rodri. Rodri with a wonderful pass to Marmoush. Marmoush with a dummy pass. He actually finds Haaland, who's actually been there in the right wing side or left wing side. Now here's Ait Nouri. Still Ait Nouri. Ait Nouri finds Reinders, but somehow manages to fumble the situation, and Onana gets this one away. But yeah, United are still yet to register their single shot on target. That's why Edison have been calm. He's basically like relaxing, while Manchester City are actually dominating in the Manchester United half. Now here's Josko Guardiol. He finds Marmoush. Even though it's been a complete domination here from City, they dominated in the first half. 10 shots to United's 0 shots. United are still trying to have their comeback situation. They have their redemption comeback arc here. Nice Mazraoui. Mazraoui tries to cross it, but Edison makes a wonderful catch. He goes quickly, finds Marmoush. Marmoush to Rodri. Rodri to Haaland. Haaland to Marmoush. Marmoush to Ryan Ait Nouri, who's through. No one to stop him. Can he score? He does. That was not even a tricky one for him to score, even though he was a left back here who tried to score. Even though it was a left back scoring, it may look so easy. Ryan Ait Nouri scores the second goal of Manchester City here. And I have a feeling that they might actually run the authorities on United. Like, seriously. What were United defenders doing? They were trying to catch up with Ryan Ait Nouri, but Ait Nouri, cool, calm, and collected. Manages to ease this one. Finds the bottom corner. Onana couldn't save this one. And Amorim is frustrated because United have basically done nothing. They haven't done well offensively, but only done well defensively. But you cannot rely on your defense all that much. But as you can see, Man City have actually now have 2 goals over United. Now here's Matthew Cunha. Cunha to Dorgu. Dorgu finds Fernandes. Here's Bruno to Højlund. Still Højlund. Højlund managed to go past, and he made a wasteful pass there. He could have actually gone for it. But now City have it. It's Haaland. Haaland finds Cherki. But somehow interception here from Bruno Fernandes. Finds Cunha. Still Cunha. But a tackle here from City here gives the ball away. Here's Ryan Cherky. Cherky to Haaland. This will be the predicted scoreline here for this match, which will be happening on Saturday. And United basically haven't learned anything from their reverse fixture. Even though they got humbled 3-0 at Etihad, they still haven't learned. Like literally 2 seasons, like literally a season back, United got the job done at City at Etihad because City had their shares of banter era. But I don't know what's going on here. Looks like 10 minutes to go. I don't think United are going to be coming back here. Prove me wrong, Rúben Amorim, but I don't think they'll be coming back. Here's Lenny Yoro. And of course a wasteful pass here. Here's Haaland, Foden. Foden actually finds a wonderful pass, but of course Mazraoui makes an easy touch on the ball. Here's Lenny Yoro. Yoro finds Mbeumo. Mbeumo manages to dribble past Ryan Nuri there. Still Mbeumo. He finds Mainu. Mainu crosses this one in. But they're basically allergic to shooting. Like, seriously. Whenever they're actually close to the net, they just actually don't shoot. And this could be the case here for Old Trafford, which will be happening on Saturday. And this could be 3-0 here. But what a save from Onana. Keeps it alive. But United can at least try to score a consolation goal, because this has basically been a Manchester City domination here. 2 minutes of added time here is already given by the fourth official. And United still wasting time. I think the referee might be ready to call the game off. And United, they had their first shot, but just at the stroke of full time here, just at the end of the second half. That is embarrassing here for United fans. But congratulations to City fans. Jubilation. They're literally in jubilation right here. Jubilant City fans. Because of course Manchester City got the job done over United, beating them 2-0. Haaland of course scored the opening goal, and then Ryan Nuri scored the second goal of Manchester City. That's the reason why City have dominated the Manchester derby over their rivals Manchester United. Full time here, it's City 2, Manchester United 0. But yeah, looks like it's already full time. It has been a poor display here from Manchester United here. We've got to take a look at the highlights in the second half. And the only half was, of course, that Ryan Nuri goal. We're going to take a look at that one here. Or actually, no. Actually, sorry. There are actually two moments. Yep, there it is. It was actually a save from Onana. Despite Ryan Cherky, which I thought who missed it. Andre Onana actually had a slight touch on the ball. And that's how he kept it out for a corner kick here. What a save from Onana, though. Just the players letting him down there. And I think this is the... Yeah, that's the first half. And then let's take a look at Ryan Nuri's goal. Like, completely blistering pace. Fooling the United defenders. Cooking the United defenders there. And Onana this time could not save United, because he has been completely carrying United in goalkeeping performance here. In terms of goalkeeping this game. Made a wonderful goalkeeping performance. But you cannot rely on your goalkeeper too much. Especially when your attack and defense has been doing awful. Well, defensively, like I said, I did say they've been doing well defensively. But offensively, and a bit of slight defense, they've been just woeful. But anyway, guys. That's all the second half we have. Let's go to match facts. And City have basically got 14 shots. And United have actually got 0 shots still for some reason. But yeah, 14 shots, 10 shots on target here for City. And United still yet to score 1 goal. And yet to even conjure a shot. And they still haven't done that. We're going to take a look at the performance here. To see who's the man of the match here. And who else but Rodri. I mean, you can see why he's the man of the match. He's actually got... He actually didn't get an assist or a goal. It was Marmoush who got the assist. And Yeah, for some reason he actually got the assist, even though it was parried away. But yeah, he's actually made 147 dribbles with 92 pass accuracy, 173 passes. And he has committed one foul for some reason, but still. What a display here from Manchester City here. They've been dominant. Anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this one. And I may try to prepare for the Brisbane 05 Blaster Champions League here. So, like I said, do make sure to read my community to see if I've either changed my plans or not. But anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this one. And we'll be back for our next game. Goodbye. Hello guys, we're back, and just as we witnessed, Man City ran authorities on their rivals, beating them 2-0. Of course, thanks to a masterclass performance by Erling Haaland. And of course, Ryan Aït-Nouri, they were the goal scorers of that game. And this could be the predicted scoreline for this Saturday's game, which is happening at 10:30 here in Australia time. But yeah, I mean, City have been flawless over Manchester United, with them failing to register their single shot, whereas Man City completely got 14 shots, with 10 of them facing the goal. Of course, 2 goals have been scored by that in 14 attempts. But Onana, despite having a best goalkeeping performance, he just couldn't hold on. And of course, Haaland had to score the goal. Him scoring goals is basically like that he's actually playing I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to find a comparison here, but still. Basically, him scoring a goal is basically like him eating, exercising like daily. So scoring goals is basically like his exercise. So yeah. And Ryan Aït-Nouri, the Algerian left back, manages to score the second goal for Manchester City. Of course, Onana couldn't do anything. But now that Onana is actually no longer there in real life, he's actually now in Turkey, whereas Sané Lamens is actually the one to take over. And same thing with Man City. Even they don't have Edison. He's also at Turkey. And of course, Donnarumma is actually now the goalkeeper for Manchester City. It's going to be probably a different scoreline. It could literally flip the opposite direction. So it could be either Manchester United somehow getting the job done, or it could be a 0-0 draw, given the facts that both these sides prefer draws over wins. So yeah, anyway guys, I really hope you enjoyed this one, and yeah, that's all I have to say. And next match, I might do probably an anniversary special, but I might focus on actually creating the Champions League, which will be my Champions League format here. So do make sure to keep forward on that. Like basically, do make sure to look forward on that, because I have a feeling that this tournament might have more goals, and it's not on retro FIFAs like FIFA 2000, FIFA 2003. It's on FC 26, so don't worry about that. Anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this one. Please make sure to like and subscribe. This is Brisbane 05 Blaster here, signing off.